My sister stole everything from our dying mother, but she thought I wouldn't speak up. It's been a few months since Mom passed. And while some days feel easier than others, there's still a weight on my chest that I can't shake. My name is Mia, and for most of my life, I've been the good one, the quiet, dependable one. My sister Lucy was always the one who got the spotlight, the one Mom couldn't stop praising, the one who seemed to have everything: a perfect life, a perfect marriage, the perfect house. And while I struggled with paying my bills, Lucy never had to work a day in her life. I was used to it. The small commissions I got from my art were enough to get by, but it always felt like I was in the background, silently picking up the pieces of the life my sister didn't want to deal with. But when Mom got sick, that all changed. Or so I thought. Mom's cancer diagnosis came fast. The doctors said she had less than a year, and we needed to get her in a place where she could be comfortable. I was the one who took charge. I moved her into Lucy's guest house. Sure, Lucy made it sound like she was doing me a favor, but the truth was, I was the one doing everything: managing appointments, grocery shopping, cleaning up, staying by her side during her treatments. And every time I tried to talk to Lucy about helping out more, she'd brush me off. "I'm busy, Mia. I'm not a nurse. You handle it. I'll help when I can." It wasn't long before Mom's health started to deteriorate. One day, she asked me to check on her bank account. She was worried about paying her medical bills and wanted to make sure everything was in order. I agreed, figuring it would be a simple task. But when I went to the bank, I couldn't believe what I saw. Her account was nearly empty. I couldn't breathe as I stared at the transaction history. There was a huge withdrawal just weeks ago. The name on it made my blood run cold. Lucy. I immediately called her. "What the hell is this?" I demanded. "Why did you take all of Mom's money?" Lucy's voice was too calm, too casual. "It's a loan, Mia. Don't freak out. I'll pay it back. I just needed it for some repairs. It's not like Mom needs it right now." "Are you serious?" I almost laughed, the bitterness choking me. "You think you can just take every penny Mom has and call it a loan? Without asking her? Without telling anyone?" "Mia, calm down," Lucy snapped. "It's not a big deal. It's temporary." "Temporary? She's dying, Lucy. You drained her account while she's stuck here, fighting for her life. Do you even hear yourself?" I hung up, my hands shaking. I couldn't believe it. The audacity, the selfishness. And the worst part was that Mom, who had trusted Lucy with everything, didn't even know. She didn't know that her own daughter had stolen from her. I knew I had to do something. I had to tell Mom, but how could I? I didn't want to add more pain to her already broken heart. But as the days passed, the anger and betrayal ate away at me. I couldn't keep quiet. I called my best friend Sarah, who knew everything about my relationship with Lucy. "She took all of Mom's savings, Sarah, all of it," I told her, my voice cracking. Sarah was livid. "She's got some nerve. You can't let her get away with this. You need to stand up for your mom." But it wasn't that easy. If I told Mom, I knew it would crush her. And if I confronted Lucy, it would just escalate into a war. It felt like I was trapped, like I had no way out. Then, one afternoon, I saw it. Lucy shopping with her husband, Noah, at one of the most expensive boutiques in town. She was laughing, chatting with the sales assistant, with designer bags in her hands. My stomach twisted. I couldn't stand it. Here she was, spending God knows how much money while Mom was living on a tight budget for groceries and medical bills. It made me sick. Without thinking, I marched right up to her. "Lucy," I called, my voice sharp. She turned, a fake smile plastered on her face. "Mia, what a surprise. Out shopping too." "Shopping?" I said, glaring at the bags in her hands. "Are you seriously spending more of Mom's money? How do you sleep at night?" Lucy's face hardened, but she quickly recovered. "This is my money, Mia. Noah and I work hard for this. You wouldn't understand. I didn't back down. Oh, I understand perfectly. You're out here buying whatever you want while mom is living paycheck to paycheck. You think you can just take everything she worked for and still act like the good daughter? Don't be dramatic, Lucy said, her voice low and condescending. I'll pay it back. Just drop it. But I couldn't drop it. I knew I had to expose her, no matter how ugly the truth was. Days went by, and the weight of everything was starting to break me. I was taking care of Mom, handling my own life, and dealing with Lucy's betrayal. It was too much. I felt like I was drowning. Then one day, Sarah told me to take a break. She suggested I go for a walk, get some fresh air. I needed it. So I left the house for a couple of hours, leaving my phone on silent. When I came back, everything had changed. Mom was gone. I walked into the house feeling like the world had just crumbled around me. Lucy was sitting on the couch, her eyes red from crying, but there was something about her expression that felt off. Something rehearsed. She's gone, Lucy said, her voice cold. I don't know where you were, but you should have been here. Her words hit me like a punch to the gut. I wanted to scream, to throw everything in her face, but I couldn't. I just sat there, staring at the floor, feeling like I'd failed her. I hadn't been there when she needed me most. Mom was gone, and Lucy had gotten away with everything. At the funeral, everything felt wrong. Lucy and Noah showed up late, as usual, dressed to the nines. Lucy wore a black dress that probably cost more than my rent, and Noah's suit looked like it came straight off the runway. The whole scene felt like a fashion show, not a farewell to our mother, people whispered as they sat down. Did you hear? Mia wasn't even there when Mom passed. She was out doing yoga. I could feel their eyes on me, judging me. And then, to my shock, Lucy slid into the pew next to me, a smug look on her face. Are you okay, Mia? I know it must be hard knowing you weren't there when she needed you. She whispered, her tone dripping with false sympathy. I bit my tongue, refusing to give her the satisfaction of a response. But as the service went on, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was about to change. Then the priest began to speak. He talked about Mom's faith, her kindness, and her unwavering love for her family. He then pulled out a letter from his pocket. I have something very personal to share with all of you, he said. This is a letter from Patricia herself, and it was her final wish that I read it aloud today. The room fell silent as he began reading. My heart stopped as I listened to the words Mom had written. She thanked everyone for their love, but then the truth came out. Lucy, the priest read, I trusted you with everything. My care, my finances, my home. But instead of caring for me, you took advantage of my trust in ways no mother should ever endure. You drained my bank account and left me with nothing. My breath caught in my throat as I looked at Lucy. Her face had gone pale, her hands gripping the pew. I could see the anger building in her eyes, but it was too late. The truth was out, and there was no way to hide from it anymore. Lucy stood up suddenly, her chair scraping loudly. This is ridiculous, she hissed. She was confused. I did everything for her, everything. And this is how she repays me? The murmurs in the room grew louder. People stared at Lucy in disbelief, some with sympathy for me, others with disgust at her outburst. You don't get to make excuses anymore, Lucy, I said, my voice steady. You've been exposed. Mom knew the truth the whole time, and she chose to protect me. The room fell quiet again, the weight of the moment sinking in. Lucy stormed out, dragging Noah behind her, leaving me sitting there with the truth hanging in the air. As the service ended, I felt a strange sense of peace. Mom's love had been bigger than Lucy's betrayal, and in the end, it was her love that would carry me forward. I had been her daughter, the one who stood by her, no matter what. And for the first time in months, I felt the faintest glimmer of relief. What do you think? Do you believe that revealing the truth about family betrayal is worth the fallout? Or should some things remain hidden to avoid further pain? Share your thoughts in the comments below.